What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the first Q&A for the Flip Your Life community in what month is this? It's August 2020, because this has been the longest year in the history of mankind. I totally lost track of what month it was there for a second, but I'm super excited to be back with you again today to answer your questions about online business, starting, building, and growing your own membership site. Really excited to answer all of your questions today. Want to do a little bit of housekeeping real quick before we get started. I want to make sure that everybody has that chat box open. So look at the bottom or the top of your screen, depending on what device you're on, and have that chat box wide open, and make sure that it says all panelists and attendees. Make sure that it says all panelists and attendees down at the bottom, or no one will be able to see what you're actually saying. So make sure you have your chat room open. Got a lot of people flooding into the chat room right now. Let me know when you've got that chat room open. Say, hey, Shane, and tell me who you are and where you are listening from today. I see Lori over in the chat already. I say, Jill, what is going on? Jill and Lori, super excited you guys are here. Everybody else, tell me who you are and where you're from. And let's see. Whoa. It just exploded. The chat room. Just everybody figured out how to change it to all panelists and attendees. I see Jeremy from Baton Rouge. I see Wendy from Arizona. I see John from North Carolina. I see Monty from Huntsville, Alabama. We got Tanya from Kentucky. We got Steve over in Seattle. Let's see. We got David and Jill in Columbus, Ohio. Big rumor out of Ohio. Did you see on the news right now? They're fighting over whether they're going to have college football, and Ohio State has said if the Big Ten cancels, they're going to petition to play in the SEC. Crazy stuff. Josh is here from Wisconsin. Nancy is here also from Seattle. We got a bunch of Seattle people in here. We need a Seattle mastermind going. Let's see. We got Thin from Huntington Beach, California. We got more Buckeyes. Bez is here. What's going on, Bez? How you doing, buddy, over in California? Everybody, good to see you guys here today. Can't wait to answer your questions. All right, so here's how this format works. If you do have a question for me that you would like me to answer today, I will be in the basically doing all the camera work and the audio work. Our team will be in the chat box as well. Jocelyn may be able to pop in or not. I think she is with the kids right now, so she will be popping in, hopefully, in the chat room here in a little bit. But I'll be running most of the Q&A today. If you want to ask a question, you need to click the Q&A button. It's either at the top or bottom of your screen, depending on your device. And you need to put your Q&A there. That's where we want to ask questions. As soon as I get 7 or 8 questions today, no lurkers allowed in a Flip Your Life member call. All right, we want to help you guys make progress and move forward in your online business. What's up, Chris? Chris, where were you in the mastermind earlier, bro? Where were you, dude? You should have been there. The video is being uploaded here in a little bit. Want to make sure you get all your questions answered today. So go ahead and ask your question now. Don't wait. We don't want to wait for questions or wait for an opening. I do want to go ahead and get those ahead of time. So whatever you're struggling with in your online business today, maybe it's something technical, maybe it's time or money, or maybe it's something that you're having a problem with, trying to figure out your idea. Maybe you're trying to figure out the price of your membership. Whatever it is, go ahead and type that question in now. Go ahead and type that in now. And as soon as I see a couple of those pop in. Also, too, we want to celebrate your successes. I want to hear everybody's wins from last week. You can put those success stories in the Q&A box as well. Just click Q&A and type success, and make sure you tell me all of your wins last week. Maybe you sold your first membership. Maybe you launched a podcast. Maybe you finally created that course you've been putting off for a while. Doesn't matter how big or small. We just want to know that you're making progress and that you're moving forward. So go ahead and put your wins in the Q&A box as well, and go ahead and ask your questions now. Click Q&A and type your question out. There they come. I see a success story from Jeremy. Let's see. I see Brendan in there. He's asking a question. Awesome stuff. What's up, B-Huff? What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. And go ahead and ask your questions right now. While I'm waiting for all of the questions to come through in the Q&A box, I got a couple more announcements for you guys. Want to make sure you know that Membership Masters newsletter for September is going to be shipped out next week. That means you've got this week to sign up for it. If you have never signed up before, new members can get a free copy. You just got to pay a little bit of shipping and handling. And all of the shipping and handling fees go to Isaac and Anna Joe, because they're the ones that box up and pack the Membership Masters newsletter. It is a family business, right? So click on that link right there, and you can learn more about the Membership Masters newsletter. That is my marketing calendar for selling more memberships. It will show you how to get and keep more members every single month so you can build $1 million membership of your own. It is a great resource for anyone who has their membership launched, has got it out there, and needs some ideas for promotion, needs some ideas on how to get traffic, needs some ideas on how to convert those emails on their list. So make sure you check that out. We will drop that link periodically through today's call, but that is being created and printed this week, and it will go on sale next week, and we will ship the September issue of Membership Masters newsletter right to your door. So check that out for sure. I see some other Q&As and questions that are being put in the chat box. We need to make sure that we put all questions in the Q&A box. If you'll click Q&A and copy and paste that into the Q&A, or anybody on my team that's here right now, I think I saw Angela and Carrie pop in. If you could copy and paste them into the Q&A, I can get them that way. Just make sure you copy the part that says from who it is. But I'm seeing a few questions that have appeared in the chat box. We need to make sure those are ending up in the Q&A box as well. Okay. All right. We've got some more announcements. We'll be making those as we go. Oh, wait. No, I actually have a huge announcement I got to make. So before I get started, I want to share another link with you guys. We have got an amazing program that we are launching right now that we are rolling out. We rolled it out to a few beta people last week just to test this out, people who had been asking for it. But it is our Flipped Lifestyle Ambassador Program. The Ambassador Program is a way to, one, grow the community, want to spread the word, want to create a lot of grassroots buzz about what's happening in the Flip Your Life community. But it's also a way that we can reward you guys for being great community members and for telling other people about the Flip Your Life community, about these awesome member calls that we have, about the awesome forums that we've got rolling, about the program, the Flip Your Life Blueprint that we've got happening in the Flip Your Life community. And if you sign up to be a Flip Your Life community ambassador, we will basically give you links that you can share with people. And if they sign up through your link, we will give you 40% monthly recurring commission on any new members that you bring into the Flip Your Life community. So if a member jumps in at $79 a month, you would get $30 a month of that money. We would send that right to your PayPal account every single month. If you go get 10 members, that's $300 a month that we would send to you guys. So I'm going to put a link in the chat right now. Sign up to be an ambassador. And I'm going to put a link. And if you want to, you can become an ambassador. If you've got an email list, if you've got an audience, heck, if you just tell people about the Flip Lifestyle Podcast, the Flip Your Life community all the time, and you're like, hey, come join me inside of the community, you can sign up right now to be an ambassador for our community and get affiliate links, and we will gladly share in the growth of the Flip Your Life community and the Flip Lifestyle Podcast with you guys today. So awesome opportunity for us to work together to make this the best online business community on the planet Earth and grow this thing out. Okay. All right. One more call for questions. I've got 17 posts in there right now, so we'll get to those. Make sure you're posting success stories. We love to read success stories as well. If you haven't shared a success story or question, go ahead and answer that. But I'm going to jump into the questions on today's call. All right, our next question comes from Matt. Matt says, hi, Shane. I'm wanting to launch a $97 a month membership in the digital marketing space. However, in all caps, Matt writes, should I wait until 2021 to launch due to the state of the economy, specifically Congress not getting together a new stimulus package? It feels like people are holding on to their money right now. Oh, those feelings. Oh, those feelings. So many feelings. And not spending that much. Well, I don't know about where you're spending money, but our business is up 32% this year, including our education company, and there wasn't even school. So one, let's not worry about our feelings. Let's get off with the feelings. Two, if you're waiting on Congress to save you, that ain't going to happen. We've been waiting on Congress to save us since 1776. That ain't going to happen either, right? Like, I don't care about a stimulus plan. Hey, we have our own business and we have our own memberships because we are the stimulus plan. Well, the stimulus plan is me getting after it. That's the stimulus plan. That's what your stimulus plan is too, Matt. So I'm just joking. I'm just playing around, man. But listen, no, you should not wait until 2021. You should launch. Everyone is not being affected equally by COVID. Every economy is not being affected. Every neighborhood is not being affected. Everything is not happening everywhere. It just feels that way because of the news. But I turned the news off about 30 days ago and said, I'm not watching it anymore, right? I'm going to watch my local community government. And to that, what do I need to do here? If I need to go in that store and do what they tell me to do, I'm going to do it. But I'm not waiting for bailouts. You're the bailout. I'm not waiting for the economy stimulus. You're the stimulus. Right? You should launch your thing and you should get after it. The digital marketing space is on fire right now, man. I know very few online entrepreneurs who have not killed it in 2020. Every person in my mastermind, we've had dozens and dozens of people launch memberships inside the Flip Your Life community. And I'll be honest with you, a good rule in life, guys, is never wait. Never hesitate. Like, no, if you're ready to launch, launch. Go out and get it. Maybe it's slower, maybe it's faster. You don't know until you go. Right. So I'm encouraging you, Matt, do not wait. Go. Do not judge what's happening in the whole world by what you see on CNN and Fox News, right? Or what you hear on a podcast. Like, listen, the bottom line is you have a service, a God-given talent or experience that you can share with the people in your space that will help them, right? And maybe that's what kickstarts the economy. Maybe that's what pushes the economy. But I know it'll help your economy and your family if you've got it for sale, and you need to get that out there. If we all shrink back and hide and wait, yeah, the economy isn't going to do well. So yeah, I want you to go out there and go ahead and launch. Don't wait. Don't worry about it. Listen, you only need 100 people to pay you $97 a month to make $9,700 a month, right? So what are you waiting for? Like I guarantee you there's 100 people in the entire 300 to 400 million people in the United States who are pretty much not even watching the news, right? And don't even care. And they're just running about their business and they're ready to take action. You know what I mean? So, yeah, do not wait. The answer is never to wait. That's like saying, I'm going to wait till I'm ready to have kids. Well, you're never ready to have kids. I'm going to wait to get married till I'm ready to get married. You ain't never ready to get married, and you ain't never going to figure it out when you do get married. And it's time to launch your business. It's time to go. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Do not go quietly into the night. Attack and go forward. Okay. All right. Great question, Matt. Very common fear right now. I'm picking on Matt a little bit because that's what I do. But a lot of people have asked me that. I mean, dozens of people over the last couple of months. And listen, go on offense. Go get it. Get out there and make things happen. And don't worry about all the stuff that seems like it's happening. Most of it's not even true. All right, so we got a success story to share here from Jeremy. Jeremy says he got 11 members of the 13 I needed for August to keep on track. So Jeremy got 11 members of the 13. Boom. Give him a big standing ovation in the chat box over there in the Flip Your Life community chat room. And a huge success story. Anytime you get new members, but especially when you get those double-digit members, Jeremy getting 11 members, I only got 11 cents on my first sale online, man. So good stuff. All right, our next question. Oh wait, here. Let me be a disciplined internet marketer who is always selling things. All right. So once again, guys, want to make sure you know that the next edition of the Membership Masters newsletter is in production right now, goes on print, and is mailed out to your door next week. Want to make sure we get that into your hands. Going to be a lot of great opportunities to market your memberships in September. And just like some of the questions from earlier today, a lot of uncertainty with what's going on in the economy, a lot of uncertainty with what's going on in the marketplace. But I assure you, I am paying attention to what is happening in the membership marketing space. I'm paying attention to what is working in internet marketing right now, email marketing, and I'm going to help you market your membership in September with some really, really, really awesome promotions. So make sure you click that link. If you're a new subscriber, you can get your first issue to the Membership Masters newsletter for free, plus just a little bit of shipping and handling. We got to pay Isaac and Anna Joe to pack those for you. But I want to help you get and keep more members in September of 2020. So if you are not a subscriber and you already have a membership out there, you're ready to roll, you're ready to get new members, click that link, go to membershipmasters.micahjabi.com, and you can sign up to get a free edition of the Membership Masters newsletter delivered right to your mailbox. This is a physical mailbox. Where is this? Let me see if I got it. All right, I got one right here. Let me check this out. I'm going to show you how this works. So when you get this, you get it in the mail. Oh, look at that. That's so good. So satisfying. And you get to open this up and check this out. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it says packed by Isaac and Anna Joe. Y'all see that? They put these little stickers on them because our kids, they're Isaac's 11 and Anna's 9, and we actually pay them to do this. It's actually part of their job. All right, so you open this up, then you get to break the seal. Hold on, let me get this out here, showing you how this works. And then you get the Membership Masters newsletter, which is a detailed description of what is working right now in membership marketing. You get a calendar that tells you what to do every single day of the month. And I go through every single day and detail out what you're supposed to do that day. So you never have to worry about marketing your membership ever again. That's the Membership Masters newsletter. And there is a link for that over in the chat box right now. So we'd love to have you guys subscribe to that. All right, our next question is from Brendan. Brendan says, is there a phrasing or question that works best to understand why somebody churned outside of the obvious? Okay. Okay, so we have a little survey for this that we do, and we just give them a couple options. I mean, time and money are it's almost like a multiple choice with an open-ended thing. So you want to just ask them, open the floor, say, hey, thanks so much for being a member. We hope you come back sometime soon. The door's always open for you. But, what made you have to leave the community right now? And then say, like, I didn't have time, the price, and then leave some open-ended, discussion there. Like, leave a little text box where they can type in their reason, right? You'll know these over time as you learn, your key objections. Every business has somewhere between 5 and 10 key objections that 80% of the people usually say. And really, it's as long as you leave it pretty open and it's not like threatening, like, tell me why you leave or I won't let you quit. It's like, let them quit, let them sign out, and then let them fill out a little, survey to let them do that. You'll start really figuring out like why people are leaving, and you can start creating, and this is the more important part of this question, you'll start creating ways to beat those objections. Like, you've got to have an answer for all your objections. Like, what are the main reasons? Like, for us, it's time, tech, money, haters in their family don't believe in them. Like my spouse won't get on board with my online dream. Like we know all of these objections, and we have built-in responses ready to overcome them. So they don't, maybe we can even head them off before they get to the point where they cancel. So I would just leave it really open-ended, maybe give a couple of options. The only problem is, man, when you start planting seeds in people's minds in these surveys, they might not tell you the real reason, right? And that's what you really want to know. So it might not even be a bad idea to just, hey, leave it wide open. Like, give me a comment. Like, tell me quickly why you didn't join, and get that feedback and then start building those objections. But why did you quit? That's a good way to phrase that. Like, why did you leave the membership at this time? Just be really open-ended and let them have a chance to tell you the truth, and try not to plant too many seeds in their mind so that we don't have to we're getting real information from that as well. Okay. All right. Great question. We've got a success story here from Bob. Bob said, I finished a PDF for my membership site today. Getting that content done, man. Good job, Bob. Give Bob a standing ovation over in the chat room. And super proud of you, man. Hey, listen, every piece of content you put in there is another, what do you call it? It's another, way to get people into your community. People come for the content, but they stay for the people, but they got to come before they can stay. And you're creating the stuff that you need to do that, Bob. Proud of you, man. It's awesome stuff. All right. Let's see here. I think I just closed somebody's question. Can I undo that? Let's see here. No, I got two questions. Wait, Matt. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. No, that was good. Oh, wait. I know what I did. I did not click done on Brendan. And now I've got to click done on Bob. Okay. All right, guys, want to remind you again real quick before the next question that we have opened our ambassador program, and I'm going to drop a link over in the Flip Your Life community forums. This is only available to Flip Your Life community members right now. We don't even have this out there for anyone else, any influencers or anybody else that we know. It's just for our members of the Flip Your Life community. You can sign up to be an affiliate for the Flip Your Life community, and you will get 40% recurring commission on any new member that you bring into the community for the life of the member. If they stay 10 months, you'll get 40% every single month. This is a way that we're growing our membership community with you guys. We want you guys to bring in friends, family, good people that you know, your audience, to tell them about the Flip Your Life community, tell them about membership marketing, to tell them about what's going on in the world. And it's a way that we want to grow our community in a grassroots way. We don't want to just blast our podcast everywhere. We don't want just anybody joining the community. We want more people like you, and we want to give everybody a chance to share in the amazing growth that we're experiencing over here at Flip Lifestyle. So if you would like to become a Flip Your Life community ambassador, how many people, raise your hand in the chat room virtually, have ever told anybody, you got to listen to the Flip Lifestyle podcast? You got to check out Membership Masters. You got to sign up for the newsletter. You got to be over here in the community. Have you heard these people? They talk funny. They're from Southeast Kentucky. Shane and Jocelyn, they bicker on camera. It's amazing. Like, I mean, if you've ever done that, I tell everybody, well, listen, why not tell everybody with a link? And if they sign up for the Flip Your Life community, you get paid. Okay. So, y'all sound like home. I love it when people say that. That's amazing. So check that out. Sign up to be an affiliate. If you got an audience, if you want to go write a blog post, you could do a review for the Flip Your Life community and put your link there. Or if you tell anybody about it. We've only got a few links in there right now for you to share. They basically go to sign up forms, but we are currently creating sales funnels where you can just share a link to the sales funnel, and we will take care of the onboarding, the indoctrination. When people opt in for the onboarding, we will work on the conversion, and you'll get credit for that member for up to 30 days to give us the chance to maybe convert them for you. So we are... Shane and Jocelyn sounding like home is my favorite comment ever. That's hilarious. All right, so check that out. Click that link if you want to sign up for the Flip Your Life Community Ambassador Program. You can become an official ambassador today. You'll get links immediately where you can share those with your email list, with your audience, or with your family and friends. And we would love for you to go out and invite some people to join you in the Flip Your Life community. And, of course, we are printing and shipping Membership Masters newsletter next week. So you can click that out as well, and you can sign up today. If you've never signed up before, your first issue is free, plus a little bit of shipping and handling. All right, our next question is from Tanya. Tanya says, with this month's Membership Masters newsletter, we were to test 2 ads. What should we direct the ad to? That's a good question. It says a lead magnet. So do we direct it to an opt-in page or to a post or video that leads to an opt-in page? Okay. So basically this is the real question here is okay, so let's back up. The question here is how do you run ads and what do you send ads to? Okay. So that you can split test the ads. Well, we want our ads to get opt-ins, right? So we need to go to a page where we can collect an opt-in. Like the goal of the page, Tanya, is to lead them to a box where they put in their name and email address. Now, we need content to do that. So a landing page with some great content where the next logical step is the opt-in, that would be a really good thing that we could direct them to, okay? So maybe you send them to a page that has a video where you teach a little lesson and a blog post where you write down exactly what's in the video and you teach them about a topic. So maybe I would send people to a page where I'm like, hey, click here, go here, and in 3 easy steps, I'll tell you how to research your idea for your online business to make sure it's going to make money online. So maybe on that page, I give them 3 things they can do. They've got a little video, and I say, okay, now you need to learn how to turn that idea into a product. Well, I just so happen to have a free checklist on how to turn your idea into a product. Opt in here. So sending it to content on a landing page that leads to an opt-in box that will deliver the lead magnet is the correct flow of how to create like a Facebook ad or a sales funnel that's going to get people to join your email list. At that point, you'll follow up with email marketing and retargeting, okay? So when you're testing ads, make sure that you're getting something of value. You know, you don't just want ads floating in the ether. You can drive ads to things like podcasts and content just for awareness, but usually you're better off to try to get an email. Like growing your list is the reason you're spending money, so that as you invest that money, they come back later and they pay you to join your membership and you make your investment back plus the profit. So I would send any ads to a landing page that gives some kind of content for free. Worst case scenario, you've got a retargeting pixel from Facebook there, so you can follow back up with them later. Best case scenario, the content on the landing page is really quickly consumed and leads them to opt in for your email list to get the next logical step, which is your lead magnet. Okay. Quick tip here too, make sure that your pages have a pop-up, especially an exit intent pop-up. So even if they don't make it to the bottom of the page, when they go to hit back or they go to leave the thing, a pop-up goes, hey, wait a minute, your next step is this. Let me send you a freebie. And that can be an opt-in there as well. Okay. All right. Let me see here. All right. We've got a success story from Monty. Monty says, I got 30 new email subscribers and my first paying customer ever. We've got a first member in the house. We've got somebody that launched a membership and they've got their first active paying monthly member. If you can find one, you can find 101, you can find 1,001. Monty, you just got to figure out who that person is and figure out where the rest of them are hanging out. That is awesome. And Monty has been crushing it for a long time. He's put in so much work, time, and energy. And man, that is the tipping point. So good job, Monty. Proud of you, brother. Way to stick with it. Way to stay persistent. Way to be consistent, prolific, and relentless and going to get that first member, man. Now get them on a call, man. Get them on a one-on-one call. Figure out who they are and let that help you find more people just like that. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, guys, we've got our next question is from David. David says, after 2 years in the Flip Your Life community, we have just finally launched our website. Good job, David. That's a mini success story in and of itself. Persistent, not giving up, not quitting, and getting that launched. Good job, David. Proud of you, man. We're running our first Facebook ad this week. We're getting a lot of impressions and page views, but no one is opting into our lead magnet. Is this normal? Should we expect most of our opt-ins to come from retargeting ads, or we're also wondering if maybe our lead magnet isn't matching our cold audience well enough? So that's actually what I would expect. I think you're probably when you're getting the clicks, your ad copy is right. Like you're getting the leads and impressions. Are you getting clicks? That means your ad copy is right. So that's the first thing you got to fix in any ad funnel. So ads basically work like this. You have a video or you have text. The goal of the ad is to get the click, not to get the opt-in. It's to catch their attention. You got to stop the scroll, slow your scroll. You got to get their attention first. Then you got to get the click. Once you got that part figured out, then you got to work on the actual page where people opt in to get the opt-in. Okay. So it's almost like, is the lead magnet right? Maybe, but is the word right to stop the scroll? You're getting lots of impressions, right? So you're getting page views. So maybe you've got the text right and you're getting the click. Something isn't resonating on the next page and these people are leaving. So some tips to improve conversion if you're getting the page views, if you're getting people to click the ad. Like, first of all, have an image or imagery in your picture of your ad. And as soon as they land on the landing page, make it the same picture. Make sure people know they're in the right place. Your ads feel should be the same feel as your landing page. Like that way people don't feel tricked. Like, wait a minute, I thought I was going in a nice, shiny place. It was beautiful on the outside. I got in here and it's a dump. What's happening here, right? Or, if you say, here, click on this to get a red balloon, and all you've got is blue balloons inside the ad, you've done something wrong. You've tricked people, right? Make sure that you immediately catch their attention with another strong headline so that they want to stay, like promise some kind of result if they stick around and they leave that, right? Make sure above the fold you've got is the opt-in. This is a mistake I see people make all the time. They'll create a landing page and you got to scroll 3 or 4 times before you can even opt in. So make sure that all that's happening above the fold. You've got it ready to go there. Like, I'll drop a landing page. Actually, let me see if I can get this without the link messing up here. I'll drop a link in and you'll see an above the fold. Hold on. Let me click on this here. I'm not sure why they did that. Control Z. All right, I'm going to drop a link in the chat if it works. There we go. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to drop that link again to Membership Masters. Click on that and click the big orange button, and you'll see what an above the fold opt-in really looks like, right? And then make sure you're giving clear calls to action on what people should do next, because people don't know. They just don't get it. And like what you think is simple and clear and understanding, sometimes people don't understand what to do. My buddies and me, when we create new pages, we exchange them with each other, and we don't tell them the offer. We don't show them the ad. We just say, all right, if you landed on this page, what am I selling? What am I trying to get you to do? And what should you do next? And we actually test each other's stuff and say, hey, wait a minute. I don't know what to do. Or I don't get this. What is this thing? Right? It doesn't make sense to me what this is or what I should do next. I'm confused. I'm lost. And we actually like record ourselves on video doing this for people, each other. So I would highly recommend that you do those things. Make sure people know they're in the right place. Make sure you have strong hooks in your headline on your landing page. Make sure the look and feel of the ad and the landing page is correct, and make sure your opt-ins are above the fold. And then make sure that 100% people know what to do next. You are overtly telling them. Like my buttons clearly, like my button for Membership Masters says, click here for a free issue of the Membership Masters newsletter. Like I don't put start or get started or click or, take the next step. No, I say, yo, big sentence. You click here for a free issue of the Membership Masters newsletter. That is overt. That is in your face. That tells you exactly what to do next. And sometimes we leave that out as marketers. We just think that people get it, and they don't really get it, right? So make sure you're being clear, not clever, and maybe straighten up a few things. It's the landing page there sounds like the problem. There's some kind of disconnect once people get to the page, okay? All right, let me scroll down here. We got a success story from Jill. Jill says, since joining the Flip Your Life community in January, my business revenue has gone from, holy smokes, listen to this. Since joining the Flip Your Life community in January, my business revenue has gone from $25,000 per year at the first of the year to $91,200. Oh my explosion in my brain. Jill Fox, that is absolutely incredible. I wish I could just reach through and give you a massive high five and a huge hug, because that is so that is no joke. Like in just a few months to be able to grow your business like that, like from 25 to 91. I mean, that's just insane. That's absolutely unbelievable. And I have 4 more consultations with prospective clients this week. I've had my business for 10 years and always had a goal of breaking 100K in revenue for a year. And now I'm almost there. Hashtag being prolific. And that's during a global pandemic, people. Oh my gosh, man. That's life changing. That's unbelievable, Jill. And you're just getting started. Like you're just getting started with all this stuff. Like you're going to blow that up. Like, your ceiling is exploding, and I can now see the floor is going to start rising too. And like, man, stuff like that blows my mind, guys. That's absolutely unbelievable. And oh man, what a great example for everybody in the Flip Your Life community. Standing ovation over in the chat room. And yes, it's a little dusty in here, a little dusty. The allergies are kicking in, man. But that's exactly why we do what we do, guys. And it's not because of any miraculous things we teach or anything like that. It's just, hey, man, we're in a great community with amazing people. We're surrounded by winners at all times in the forums, on these member calls. And, we are all just trying to do those 3 things every single day: consistent, prolific, relentless, so that we can build sustainable, productive businesses for our families' futures, man. And it's awesome stuff. That's inspiring. Woo! Let's go. All right, here we go. All right, I got to compose myself. That was a really good success story. That was a good one. But you know what's awesome though? Like, look at the success stories today though. Like all of them are amazing. Like, I mean, we had one where someone completed a piece of content for their website. That's amazing. That's one step closer to that goal. And then like we had someone get their first member. And then we had someone basically like 3x their business in a few months. I mean, every step counts. And it's all happening right here in the Flip Your Life community. It's amazing. So, oh man, Jill, you rocked my world today. You blew my mind a little bit. Like, that's another reason why, like, honestly, I'm going to circle this back around to pitch something here. That's another reason why we started the ambassador program, because, this is like, this is all in for us. Like, this is our mission. This is our church. I mean, this is what it's all about, is the Flip Your Life community. And when we hear things like this, like people making progress for the first time or making huge leaps forward, then we want more people to be a part of this community. Like, this is a movement. Like, Flipped Lifestyle is not just that we teach you how to set up a website and a membership. It's a literal, paradigm shift in the way you think about what's possible for you and your family. Like Jill going years at 25 and then jumping to 91, like, that's her being consistent, and her being prolific, and her being relentless, and her being in the forums, and her showing up on member calls, and her doing the things she says she's going to do. And like, that's what we want for every member of the Flip Your Life community. And we want more people in this community to feel that. Like, that doesn't happen in isolation. It doesn't happen alone. And that's what the ambassador program is for, so that we can go create more stories, like from today, like from Bob and Monty and from Jill and from Jeremy and from all these people that I'm reading these success stories from. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. That's why we're here. So awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Spread the word. Huge things are happening in this community. And when we blow this thing up, man, we're going to take over the internet and knock all these other gurus out of the way and show them how we do things over here in the Flip Your Life universe, baby. All right. Let's see. All right, my next question is from Bez. Hold on, Bez. I'm going to go drink water real quick. All right, my next question is from Bez. Bez says, in the new Kajabi site, do you still have the WordPress tutorials, or do I need to go to the old site? Okay, so this is a question about our new Flip Your Life community. So we have moved to Kajabi. We're big believers in Kajabi. I'm working on a product right now inside the Flip Your Life community. I'm working on all the tutorials that we're going to have to help you guys get started with Kajabi faster. My goal is to create a plan where someone could literally start on Friday and launch their website and their by Monday. And I'm trying to show people how to do that in Kajabi. But we are so into Kajabi, we've actually become Kajabi partners. I just got a sweet jacket the other day, too, by the way. It was amazing. It was like what's it called? Patagonia. Got this Patagonia jacket, and it says Kajabi partner right beside it. Kajabi is the first platform we have ever promoted as an affiliate. That should tell you, we've been in business for 10 years, and this is the first one we've been all in on. We're telling people this is what you should do. So the old community had WordPress tutorials because that's what we used before. We're hoping to be off WordPress eventually and totally into Kajabi right now, as soon as possible. But that's what we're doing, is we're using Kajabi. The old stuff is in the old community. I had not planned on bringing those over, Bez, because I don't want to create confusion. If you're still building something in WordPress, the old community will have those. But we might be able to bring those over into a bonus area, into our bonus training area. So maybe, Angela, if you could make a note of that, we can talk about that on our next usability meeting. And we will talk about where to put those. I may actually even release those for free, Bez, and then we would have a link to them in the community, because we're trying to balance out. We are, if anyone wants to try Kajabi for 28 days for free as well, I'm dropping a link right now in the chat box. You can click that link and you can start Kajabi for free. It's such an easier platform. It handles all your marketing, all your products, all your website, all your people, everything in one place. But if you are building in WordPress, we do have trainings for that as well, and I'll figure out where we'll put those, Bez. So I don't want to give you an answer right now because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I will bring it up. We will put it in our next usability meeting, and we'll see where we can put those to make sure that people that are still doing WordPress can get a hold of those, okay? All right, great question. If y'all got any questions about the community, never be afraid to ask them here on the member calls, and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction, okay? All right, so let's see here. It's a success story. I think I already answered that one. Okay. All right, our next question is from Salima. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Salima says, my business is core and pelvic floor rehab for postpartum moms. Niche of the Week award goes to Salima. All right. Rehab for postpartum moms. But within that is a specific condition called diastasis. I'm going to go with that. Diastasis over here in Kentucky. That's diastasis. Diastasis. All right. I got it. Close enough. All right. Recti, R-E-C-T-I, which is abdominal separation after childbirth. Okay. Should have just said the parenthesis first, Salima. Give me the parenthesis first. Be like, yeah, I help them with abdominal separation after childbirth. Okay. I've got that one. All right. All right. Many women have this condition after childbirth and don't even know it. Should I position myself as a business around core rehab in general, Or should I niche down even more and talk specifically about abdominal separation? Okay. So this is a question that's very common. It's about niching down. And in this case, I think that it wouldn't probably hurt from that, because I would say that the market is huge. What's going to determine whether you niche down or not is the size of the market. That's so for anybody trying to figure out, how do I choose my niche, or how do I niche down? Like, that's the topic of this question, right? How do I choose a niche? The riches are in the niches, right? You have to look at the market size. When we were picking our markets in our first businesses, ushistoryteachers.com and elementarylibrarian.com, we had to look at the market size, and we said, hey, wait, could we target all teachers? There's a lot of teachers. Well, there's about 100,000 librarians. If we could just get 1,000 of those librarians, that's 1% of the market to pay us $49 a month. That'd be a lot of money. So maybe we should focus on that, right? So the market size was big enough. I would guess that the market size here would probably be pretty big. I mean, how many millions of people give birth every year, and how many hundreds of thousands of those people every year are suffering from this abdominal separation, right? And if you have a program where you're like, in 7 months, how to fix abdominal separation in a year, or a lifetime of rehab help and support for abdominal separation, if that's a permanent condition, like, those are easy ways to market stuff like that. So I would guess that the market there is big enough. And I think you would be in danger of going a little too broad if you went for all postpartum moms, every mom that's ever had a baby ever, right? I mean, but I don't think so. I think, and also too, you could start small and expand out, right? But I think what you're going to have to focus on, this is another danger here, because you just said something very interesting there. This is a condition that most women don't even know they have. So you've got to make sure you're not having the curse of knowledge here and talking too deeply about that topic. You have to focus all your marketing on the symptoms, right? Like, that's why in the online business world, we focus on, do you hate your job? Is your boss mean? Are you not making enough money? Are you not seeing your kids enough? Do you not have any time freedom? Are you location independent? Like, we focus on the symptoms. Like, people know if their boss is a prick, right? People know if they're not making enough money and they've hit the floor in their business, and there's no ceiling for them to bust through. So we focus a lot on symptoms. Sometimes you can say people to things like, I have a torn ACL. I know this. If I see an ad that says how to recover from a torn ACL, I know that I have a torn ACL. Like, I had surgery about it. So you have to be really careful there when you're niching down like that, to not go too much into the thing, especially if they're unaware of what's hurting. So maybe it's like, oh, do your hips hurt? Or I don't know where they hurt when they have diastasis recti. I don't know where you hurt when you say that, right? But like, in general, like, focus on the symptoms in a smaller niche like that. And you can expand later into other platforms. Like, for example, our long-term vision for Flipped Lifestyle is not just to teach online business. Like, Flipped Lifestyle is a philosophy, right? It's that work from anywhere, location independent, love your work, be able to be there for what matters most. And like, that encompasses a lot of different things. Like, you can't just have, a good job that pays well and you like what you do. Like, you also have to have a good marriage, and you also have to have, your parenting under control and your kids. And like, you also got to have, your finances under control, and you want to be as debt free as possible. And, like, there's all these things that fall under Flipped Lifestyle that we eventually want to go into. Right now, we're laser focused on, we think the fastest way to people to get the chance at a Flipped Lifestyle is to control their income, love what they do, so they're happy when they leave work, and they're having good relationships with people. So the Flip Your Life community is all about starting, building, and growing an online business, right? It's working from home, working from anywhere. We've got team members right now hanging out with us today that are in New Orleans at a wedding. We're just everywhere. We're spread out all over the place. So like, that's what part of the Flip Lifestyle is. But it's also about, like, we think that we could eventually go into Flip Your Finances, and we could show people how to manage their money and do things like that. We could go into Flip Your Family, and we could have a marriage and parenting podcast. That doesn't mean I'm going to be hosting it. We might hire hosts, we might do other things, but we're going to expand out and have this big flipped lifestyle universe, right? Like, that's the long-term vision for us. So we're starting where we are now in this niche of, we teach online business, we teach entrepreneurship, and we teach memberships. Specifically, we niche down even farther, but we have a big vision, and your vision could totally be, Hannah's in New Orleans. She's in the chat room talking about it right now. But like, and she flipped her life, baby. But like, you could do the same thing. You could start in that smaller niche, talk about the symptoms, get people in and help them, and then expand out into other conditions as well. And that's usually the best way to grow. All right. Got an awesome, thanks for that question. That was an awesome question. And I'm going to say again, Salima, I think that's how you say your name, but I'm from Kentucky and I couldn't pronounce half the words in your question. So I hope you figured out what the answer was all about. All right. Paul's got a success story today. Paul said, I did 5 webinars last week, doing another 5 this week. Somebody needs to send Paul a prolific t-shirt. Oh my gosh. That is amazing, Paul. Way to be a great example for the community. I don't think I've ever done 5 in a week. And man, but what if you did, 5 in a week, every week? And what if you just got a member every week? If you're getting 20 plus members a month, I mean, and it's going to be more than that. That is awesome, dude. Way to go, man. So impressive. Awesome stuff. The Flip Your Life community members are very impressive. I'm not going to lie about that. All right, guys, before we go to our next question, I want to remind you guys that we are printing and shipping the next edition of the Membership Masters newsletter. Next week, it's coming. It'll be in your mailbox before the 1st for sure. And I'm going to drop a link to that in the chat box of one of my team, if you could grab that link too and put a little description of what it is. But you can get your first issue of the Membership Masters newsletter for free, plus a little bit of shipping. It's $14.95 shipping and handling. So we can buy those fancy envelopes and we can buy those hard packages and we can ship them to your door first class. And so we can pay Isaac and Anna Joe, because they are the people that Isaac and Anna Joe, our kids, actually print and ship every single issue of the Membership Masters newsletter. But if you have a membership and you want to get more members, you want to keep more members every single month, that's what the Membership Masters newsletter is all about. That is my next level prolific promotion strategies. We drink our own Kool-Aid. We follow the newsletter as well, and we use the strategies for it. Every single issue has an article about retention, an article about conversion and getting more members, and it's got a daily calendar that tells you exactly what to do next to promote your membership site. We've got people in the community using this every single month to get and keep more members, and we want you guys to do the exact same thing. The September issue is going to print very, very soon. Actually, the next member call will be after we've already shipped it, so this is probably your best reminder to go right now and sign up for that. And again, new members, you do get that. You can get your first issue for free. New subscribers, it renews at $197 a month, and it's worth every single penny. If you got a $50 a month membership, all you need is 4 members the first month you subscribe, and it will pay for itself forever. Now, come on, guys. You're going to take action and get 4 members when you get the Membership Masters newsletter, I promise you. So check that out. Go and click that button right now and sign up before the end of today's call, and you can get your first issue for free. All right, our next question comes from Steve. Steve says, I'm interested in any specific content or resources to help build my membership. Wait a minute, hold on. News website. Okay. Steve, you got a more specific question. That one's pretty broad. The best thing to do is go into the Flip Your Life community blueprint. Go to the Flip Your Life blueprint and just start from the top and work your way down. But I'm not sure exactly what the question is there, so I'm going to pass that one, okay? All right. Our next question comes from Bob. Bob says, what's your best strategy for emailing an ice cold list? Okay, this is a great question. Number one, 80% of the people on your list are always going to be ice cold. They're not going to remember you sent them an email in the past. They're going to miss half the emails that you send them. They're not going to know what's going on. They're just clueless, right? This is a truth that I learned from Frank Kern. All right, this is an awesome truth. Okay, for about email marketing. That's what this question is really about: is email marketing and cold lists, right? So Frank Kern said, most people that see your ads will scroll past them. Most people that stop won't click. Most people that click won't opt in. And most people that opt in won't read a single email that you ever see them. And most people that read the emails won't even remember who you are. But that small percentage that makes it through the end, that's where you make your money, right? And so it's important to remember that we're always talking to a cold list, and we need to re-engage that list constantly, weekly, especially if we're daily email marketers, right? Because new people come in, old people leave, and there's a bunch of people in the middle who are just floating around. So the way that I engage a cold list and the way that I try to warm up my list at all times is to send open-ended questions, and I want to invite replies, okay? So just today, last week, we were heavily promoting a mastermind, and I've been doing a lot of sales pitches over the past week. Some of you guys on our email list, you see this. I actually usually send even our pitches to our members, because a lot of our members get a lot of feedback. They're like, hey, I love it when you send us your emails. I like to watch what you do so I can copy that, right? And you can totally copy anything that I send out. Just shift it over to your niche. It's fine. So like I send a lot of these out. Most of you probably saw last week we were promoting a mastermind pretty heavily. So this morning it was just kind of like, hey, what's going on this week? Literally, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you struggling with? What's happening? What are you working on? Right? What's frustrating you? Like these open-ended questions. It's like, hey, I'm listening. If you send them back, me and my team, we're going to check all the answers and we can write you back. Right? And we're just letting people know, hey, we're going to re-engage with you. So this can be a great way to re-engage with your list and reactivate a bunch of cold subscribers. Now, I want to stress something here. If you got 1,000 subscribers, Bob, maybe 50 of them are actually going to write back, right? But maybe 150, 200 will open the email, right? And say like, what am I frustrated? Who's asking me this? Who is this guy, right? So do that. Another thing that you really need to do is have their first name in the subject line, right? That's going to give you a lot better chance to get into their inbox, because it's not going to get filtered as much. And also when you see your name, right? When someone calls you by name, you're much more likely to perk up and engage. If someone says, hey, Shane, it doesn't even matter if they're talking to me. If I hear someone in a room yell Shane, or you hear someone yell Bob, you're going to engage with that, right? Of course you are. So those are two great tips that you can use to kind of warm up a cold list, is to be open-ended, to ask them questions in the subject line, and number two, to use their name, right? Like imagine this email, Bob, comma, what's frustrating you right now? How can I help? ... They're going to open that email, right? And they're going to look at that. Now, also align your expectations correctly, right? Listen, I know people with 1 million emails and they're thrilled to death with a 4% open rate because their volume is so big. So you're not going to be able to warm this list up crazy where everybody's opening your email address. This is a mistake that other people make when it comes to email marketing. The answer is always spend most of your time getting new emails. Like people come on your list, they're going to go through your indoctrination, going to go through your onboarding, they're going to go through your sales pitches, they're eventually going to leave or ignore you. You have to have a steady stream of people coming in. So an ice cold list, I don't know how much time I would spend on that. I would spend much more time on a warm, hot audience that I can get to join my list. That's where I'm going to spend most of my energy, and that's what's going to pay off more in the future, okay? Awesome question, Bob. We've got a success story here, too. I want to read real quick from John. John says, let's see. I mastered my video software and recorded my opening video, and I was able to set my iPad behind the camera tripod so you can't tell that I'm reading from a teleprompter, but I've got that first video done. Good job, John. Hey, listen, the first video, if you got 5 videos, you get 5 done, you got a product, man. That's absolutely amazing. And it is hard to record that first video. I know how hard it is for some people to get on camera and to get on the mic. They're not like me. They don't just run their mouth all the time and they don't care who's looking at them, because that's how I roll. But like I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome to get that video done. Give them a standing ovation over in the chat room of the Flip Your Life community Q&A right now. All right. Real quick again, guys, Carrie, if you could drop that ambassador link in. I would love for everybody today to sign up to be a Flip Your Life community ambassador. Listen, it's not going to hurt anything if you never use it, but if you have somebody and you invite a friend or a family member on to join the Flip Your Life community, to hang out with you, to come and see what all the action's happening inside the community, see what all the excitement's about, man, you've got that link. You can get paid 40% monthly for that member as long as they join. Also, too, you can share it on your Facebook page. If you got a blog, you can go do a review of the Flip Your Life community. You can share if anybody clicks the link. Or if you got an audience, you can share that with them as well. But we want to grow our community, our Flip Your Life family, at a grassroots level, right? That's why you don't see us out, giving affiliate links to every guru in town, everybody in the world. We just say, hey, no, you know what? Our members, we trust our members to go out and invite people that they want to hang out with, that they want in the community. And we want to give them an opportunity to succeed and share in the growth of the Flip Your Life community as well. So we're going to drop a link there to be a Flip Your Life community ambassador. You're going to get links and all the tools and resources that we have where you can go out and you can share the Flip Your Life community with your friends, family, and your audience. And you can earn commissions for every single person that signs up for the Flip Your Life community. The ambassador program is brand new. We are in alpha. It's not even beta. I'm not even going to call it beta yet because we're still figuring out, we're still learning it. And we're still trying to help our ambassadors. We're creating resources right now to help them invite as many people as they can into the Flip Your Life community. So we'd love to have you as an ambassador here on the Q&A today. Go sign up for that. That is only for Flip Your Life community members right now. Nobody else even has that link or knows about it. It's people in the community, and we would love to have you as an ambassador. Go grab your link. Go share your link this week. And who knows, maybe if you can go out, you go get 10 people to join the Flip Your Life community, you could be getting a check for $300 a month. Or it's not a check. That's old school. That dates me a little bit. It's a PayPal deposit is how we pay out. So you got to have a PayPal address to do it. But just drop your email in and go out and share your links and help us to build the ambassador program into something as special as the community itself. Okay. All right. Our next question comes from John. John says, I have heard you say that we should not offer a free trial out of the gate. I'm not sure if you heard me say that, or if you did, I misspoke. When is the right time to start offering a free trial? Okay, so what you may have heard me say, I don't know if I said that. If I did say that, tell me where it is so I can go delete the way I said it. You should offer a free trial out of the gate. It's the best way to get people in. There is an argument. There is an argument for offering a quarterly deal as a beta program, right? Or a really, really special low ticket discount as a beta program. So like, let's say your membership's $100 and you really need to get, let's see, in one of your podcast episodes, you mentioned the free trial didn't convert well. That might've been for something else. I'm not sure what it was for. Anyway, I probably did not know what I was talking about. And I need this episode, sleuths. All right, Flipped Lifestyle fans, go tell me what I did. I want the context. I'm not sure I believe you people. So tell me, go in there and tell me what it is. Okay. So let me run through what the free trial's for. I'm going to break down the free trials and maybe we'll come up with some scenarios where I probably would have said, don't do a free trial. All right. So here's why you offer a free trial. One, it's probably the price of least resistance in your community. It's probably the easiest way to get people to kick the tires and test out your membership community. Okay. So that's why we use a free trial. There's two reasons why free trials work so well. Free trials work really well if people don't trust you, right? Like they don't know you very well. Maybe they're new to your brand. Maybe they're new to your email list. Maybe they just don't know you really well. If they don't trust you, they work really well because it lets them get to know you without any risk. Okay. The second reason free trials work so well is because they don't understand the process, right? So your free trial in that first 30 days must do those two things. It must build trust and explain the process, not teach them everything, but just explain to them what's happening. Okay. That's how you get people to renew at the end of the free trial. Free trials do not convert well in some niches. Okay. If your membership is under $100, a free trial is probably the way to go. Okay. So if you're charging less than $100 a month, it's probably going to work. In some markets, 20% or less, you need to have more money on the table to convince the buyer, the audience to grow. So that might be what you're talking about here. We might have found a niche that we talked about where a free trial wasn't the best idea. For example, a great example of this is a Flip Your Life community member named Blair. Blair's website is called pharmapreneuracademy.com. You can go check it out. She sells to pharmacists. Most of her list knows her because she's an influencer in her space. So she already has the trust thing. She doesn't have to worry about that, right? Most people in her audience understand what she's trying to do. She tries to add services to a pharmacy. So they don't need the free trial to know that. And most pharmacists don't lack money. They lack time. And they don't have time to kick around a free trial. They want to pay their way in and go. So for her, a free trial didn't work well, okay? Now, launches, free trials will work well, but launches need a better filter most of the time. You really need people who are kind of committed and people who pay attention. So let's say I have a membership that's $100 a month. It might be a better idea in a beta group to open your membership and say, I'm going to have 20 founding members that will only pay $25 a month forever instead of $100 a month at launch. So that's going to get you a much higher quality of beta member. That's going to get people who are going to be around for a while because they've got this founding rate. And that's probably that's an argument for your first beta group to probably have that. That's going to allow you to work on your systems before you start flooding people in on free trials, and it's going to get you to do that. So I'll back up here. In the beta example, or in a more high-end membership example where people already know you, trust you, and already understand your process, it might be beneficial not to have a free trial. But that's very specific cases. That's only at launch and only on those certain kinds of memberships, which is maybe 15 to 20% of all memberships out there. Okay, so I hope that clears that up. So the beta example, okay, I'm more on board with it than when I started because I was confused and I didn't understand the context. But that's a good example of a beta launch. Now, maybe beta 2, your second cohort gets it, but after that, I'm opening the doors forever as least resistance as possible. Because if I can get 1,000 people to join and 20% of them stay every month, I'm getting 200 free trials a month that convert. And I'll take that. I mean, anybody would take that, right? You take 200 free new members a month, right? So your goal is to push people in as fast as possible, keep as many as you can through onboarding, and then create long-term value in your membership. But those are, I'll concede, I've talked myself into it. Those are two examples. The beta group is a good example of when not to offer a free trial, only because you want a higher quality of person to help you sort out the mess. So it's good. All right, so that makes sense. All right, so I hope that answers your question. That wasn't too rambling. I had to work through that myself in my brain. I've done hundreds of podcasts. I can't always remember the exact episode. So it's that people do this to me all the time. They're like, you said once. What did that mean? And I'm like, I have no idea where I was, who I was talking to. I talk a lot. So I hope that answered your question, John. That's good stuff. All right. In general, I do want to make sure everyone understands that you should have a free trial and you should be promoting it heavily for the most part of your membership. And I hope that these outside cases don't, pollute my opinion on how awesome free trials are and how well they work. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think I saw a success story. All right. This is kind of cool. All right. So Joe writes, I don't have a question, but I just wanted to thank you guys for the encouragement to start my homeschooling podcast and inspiring the title, The Passionate Homeschooler. I remember talking about this. Just released the 13th episode last week, and it had 400% higher downloads because my guest had a huge network herself and linked the interview in her network. Joel, I don't know what you think that is a success story, but that is a huge success story, releasing a podcast. And someone in the community said, whoa, we're a homeschool family, found our new podcast. So you got a new fan hanging out there in the community. And man, that is a way to take action, get 13 episodes out and 400% higher downloads. That's incredible. See, you're putting in the work, you're being consistent, prolific, relentless. You're telling your listener who you're wanting to talk to, and people are paying attention. That is a huge success story, Joel. So standing ovation for Joel for taking action and launching it. You know how many people want to launch a podcast and don't, and you did it. That's awesome. All right, cool. All right, our next question comes from Tanya. Tanya says, Facebook question, without paying for another course, where should my focus be for creating ads? Yeah, you don't need to buy another course. I totally get lost in Ads Manager. Okay. Ads Manager is very confusing. Jocelyn actually started today going down this rabbit hole of learning more about the Facebook Ads Manager itself. We've always hired people out, but we don't really speak the language good enough to be able to communicate with anybody about our Facebook ads. So it is a very confusing thing. One, if you already have courses, we do not teach the Ad Manager, of course, but I would get on Facebook. There's plenty of videos out there. Maybe go to Udemy. You can get some cheap courses on Udemy to understand Ads Manager. But the main thing I would say is keep your strategy simple. Like let's think about the Facebook ad strategy itself. So what do we want to accomplish when we run a Facebook ad? We want to pay Facebook to show our message to people who might be interested in our message. Okay? So in general, what we want to do is create an ad, show it to an audience that we pick, a demographic, that just our avatar, right? And we want them to click a link, and we want them to go opt in for our email list. Okay, so right there, just stop. That's the strategy. That's what you want to do first, right? Don't worry about all the bells and whistles in the Ad Manager. Just say, I want to start an ad. That's picture and text or a video. I'm going to pay for a demographic, so choose your target, right? Choose your audience. My ad is going to have a link that clicks to an opt-in page. And once they opt in, it gets easy because then you can email market to them. Okay, that's phase one. Just do that. Forget everything else it can do. If you just did that and you just had a steady stream of emails, just write them an email every day, and that's how you sell them, right? So the first thing we want to do is forget the tool. We need to bend the tool to our will. This is what we want to accomplish. I want to show people an ad to get emails so they can write them emails, okay? The second thing that Facebook ads need to do in the ad manager that you want to do is you want to create what's called a retargeting audience. Facebook can track who clicks your ad and lands on your landing page. So there's a thing called the Facebook pixel. You put it on the page and it builds an audience. And then you start a second ad to retarget them. That ad should go to something that you sell. So you only have 2 ads. That's it. Set up an ad, target an audience. The ad has a link that clicks to an email opt-in page, period. Forget everything else that Ad Manager does. It can do that, right? Then you maybe just play around and look at the stats and figure out your metrics. But don't overcomplicate it. Just because something can do something, just because a tool can do something, doesn't mean you should do it, right? There's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes in WordPress and Kajabi and all these other things. But you know what? I want to show an ad to humans, and I want those humans to click it, and I want them people who click it to give me an email. That's it. At that point, I'll take over. I can write you an email every day. That ain't complicated. So I think that's probably your goal is not very clear. What you want to accomplish is not very clear. You're trying to look at this giant thing and everything that it does and figure out how to maximize it. But really, what do you want? Is that what you want? Do you want people to, hey, do you want more people to come to your webinars? Have an ad that clicks a link to your webinar registration page. Target people in your audience. Just go pick, and Facebook will do it for you. But maybe your audience, Tanya, is women that are 40 to 60. Just target that. Facebook will find the people that like to click it, right? Don't overcomplicate it. Make it simple. The simpler your funnels are, the better. In our team right now, we were talking about it just this morning. We had a team meeting at 10 o'clock this morning, and we were talking to each other. We were going back and forth, and I was like, I'm trying to say no. Just I canceled a whole project today that we were going to do. I was like, don't even do it. It'd be awesome if we could do it, but we're not going to do it, right? And we want us all to have like 3 to 5 things that we do every day, and then the sum of the whole will be greater than that, right? Like just make it simpler, keep it easy, and use these powerful tools. Don't look for every bell and whistle. Like most of you know how to type on Microsoft Word. I guarantee you that most of you don't do anything more than bold, italic, and underline, right? Like that's what we do. Maybe every once in a while, we'll get fancy and throw a bullet in, but you don't know half the stuff that Microsoft Word can actually do. But what you need it to do is type something, right? Create something. And that's what we use it for. And, you know, Game of Thrones, the great novel by George R.R. Martin, he writes that on an old DOS computer that can only have text. No spell check, no grammar check, no nothing, right? Because he's like, oh, God, these other word processors, there's distractions, and then my browser's open, and I go to Facebook, and there's just too much going on. I need a black screen with a green prompt and a keyboard, right? And that dude wrote one of the greatest series of all time, one of the biggest TV shows ever. So don't go for the bells and whistles. Go for the basics, and your Facebook ads will work a lot better. Okay. All right. Awesome stuff. Let's see. I'm going to look through here. Got a success story that I saw pop up into my feed. All right. This one, this success story comes from BB. Just says BB. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe you can put your name in the chat and I can actually read it out loud. BB. Who's got BB here? And it says success story got 2 new members this week. That is what I am talking about. Congratulations, BB, on getting 2 new members. You gave yourself a 2-member raise every single month going forward. And when was the last time you went to your boss and asked her? Oh, it's Brooke. Hey, Brooke. That's Brooke Butcher. All right. Got 2 new members this week. So got a raise. That's the goal, is to give yourself a raise every week, every day. Can't do that asking a boss for a raise, can you? It's awesome stuff. So congratulations for that. All right. Let's see. Already got that one. All right, our next question comes from Svetlana. Svetlana says, hey, Shane, do we need to disclose that we'll be get compensated for ambassadors? Thank you. Okay, so this is a question about affiliate marketing, but we're going to do this in context of the Flip Your Life Community Ambassador Plan. All right. So in the Flip Your Life community, members of the Flip Your Life community can sign up to become an ambassador, which Carrie just dropped a link over in the chat box. And if you're watching this later, it'll be in the comments below this video. But that basically is our version of an affiliate program. So basically, you can sign up, you can become an ambassador to the Flip Your Life community. You can share links that we create for you in our affiliate dashboard with your audience, with your family, with your friends. And if people sign up for that, then we will pay you a commission for every sale. If you share an affiliate link, if you are an affiliate marketer, by law, you do have to you do have to tell the person clicking the link that this is an affiliate link. So that would totally apply to our ambassador programs. Any affiliate program, you're required to disclose this kind of relationship with your affiliate partner. Like if we say, hey, sign up for Kajabi, okay? And I got an affiliate link for Kajabi too. Carrie, see if you can find that affiliate link. We'll drop that. If you want to sign up for Kajabi, you can get a 28-day free trial. You click the link. If you renew, we get a commission monthly off of the sale because we are Kajabi partners, right? We believe in the product, we sell the product, and we get an affiliate commission off of everyone who signs up for their membership. There it is in the chat box. On cue. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So basically, somewhere on that page, you need to say, hey, some of the links on this page are affiliate links, and we do get a small commission for using our link. It's at no charge to you, but we do get a commission for that. So you want to make sure you sell it like, hey, this is awesome. It's kind of like a travel agent when they sign you up for a hotel. You usually don't pay the travel agent. The hotel gives them a kickback for getting you to sign up. It's the same thing with an affiliate link. Now, we actually, a lot of times we'll put that disclaimer, a little star that says, this is an affiliate link. We are partners, and we do receive a small commission if you use our link. Thank you for using our link, right? So we'd actually, want to convince people to use our link because it helps us out. But you do have to reveal it, and you do have to disclose that. That is not just true for the Flip Your Life community. That is true for any affiliate link you share online. You need to be revealing that you are an affiliate. It's a really good rule because you don't want people to be disguising links or saying they believe in something and then you don't know if it's a real review or if they're actually a partner, right? Like you want that to be disclosed, and you do have to do that. Okay. Awesome stuff. Let's see here. I saw another success. Here we go. I think I've already answered that one. Yeah, I've already answered this one. Hold on one second. Saw a couple more success stories. Oh, here we go. No, I've already answered that one. Let's see here. I'm getting lost in my shuffle here. All right. If you have any more success stories, go ahead. Oh, here it is from Lori. All right. Lori says, all right, we've got a success story here from Lori. She says, my freelance business is making money. Woo! My goal for July was to break even. Crushed that goal. I am contributing to our household. Our family is not supporting my biz anymore. That's a great tipping point when the business becomes profitable and your efforts make a difference. That is awesome stuff. Good job, Lori. Proud of you. Congratulations. All right. Our next question comes from Josh. Josh says, I hosted my, wait, this might be a success story. Yep, that is. Okay, hold on. That's a success story. We'll come back to that one. All right. Our next question comes from Lori. Lori says, I got an idea from your Membership Masters podcast with Joe Nicoletti. If you want to listen to that, go to membershipmasters.com and you can listen to Joe. He has a time in his business, learnscrivenerfast.com, where people write at the same time for accountability. Could we do something like that where we work through the Flip Your Life blueprint together? Okay, this is a good question. All right, I've actually thought about this where we would do, we actually had a discussion about this as a team recently about turning our workshop model on its head and actually including them inside the membership. So it would become a more retention strategy than a sales strategy, like an upsell strategy. So right now we ascend people into big workshops like the $1 Million Membership Funnel. But we've thought about like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if maybe 3 times a year we actually walked people through the Flip Your Life blueprint? Like we had like we said, hey, over the next 8 weeks, we're going to go live once a week, and we're going to do that. We're going to come, you can ask questions about the next step, and we're going to take you through the first 8 modules in the Flip Your Life community. So this has 2 purposes. Number one, we could advertise this and say, what a great reason to join the free trial. Shane or a coach that we hire or Jocelyn or somebody is going to lead you through a workshop. And you can actually show up with a bunch of people who are going through the process together. Cool. So it gets a bunch of free trials in, and it's 8 weeks long, so they would need to pay to complete that. So it would be like a Flip Your Life cohort, basically. I really like the way you said that. That's really good. So like basically that would happen as a worksheet, and we could do the same one over and over. It would just be like launch your membership. You would do it 3 times a year, and it'd be good for everybody because you could walk back through the basics, get your fundamentals shored up, and we could even rotate them into multiple cohorts, multiple workshops. But what else it does is it creates retention. So like if you join the community and you've been around for 2 or 3 months and you're like, man, I'm fumbling a little bit and you're about to give up, what a great reset for you to go month 4, month 5, month 6, month 7, right? And the key component here is whenever you create a membership, the more accountability and the more community. I always go back to community. It's not about the content. It's not even about the curation. It's not about the path. It's not even about you. It's not about the leadership. The more community opportunities that you can create, the longer your LTV is going to be, the better your membership is going to work out, the faster it's going to grow. So I think that would be a great thing to do, like is to create like an accountability type workshop like that for the community. Listen, I came up with that idea for Joe. We were at a coffee shop in Franklin, Tennessee. He couldn't figure out, he was a core sales guy, and he couldn't figure out how to create a membership for his community. We drew out this really long, elaborate plan. I wadded it up, threw it in the trash, got out a napkin, a little square napkin. And I said, all right, your membership idea has to fit on this napkin. And we noodled it out for a minute. And we said, hey, these are writers. They need to write more. They feel alone. What if you just showed up for a writing time? You showed up for an hour, you clicked the button, and an hour timer went. Nobody said anything. Nobody did anything. We just wrote together, almost like a co-working virtual space. It blew up. He's almost to 1,000 members now, paying like $39 a month. It's become a huge part of his business, and it also promotes sales for other parts of his business. So this was a crazy idea. It was just offer accountability. We all show up at the same time. We all do the same thing. We all leave, and we get something done. So that is something that we all need to probably add into our memberships. And I definitely could see us, doing that in the Flip Your Life community for sure. Awesome question. All right. Let's see, where'd that success story go? We have a success story from Josh. Josh says, I hosted my first 2 webinars this week and added 16 new members. Over half, 50% bought the quarterly membership. That's an upsell that we do after people joining. And I'm up over 30 members now, and I'm on my way to 100. Way to go, Josh. Josh was on the podcast recently. When was Josh on the podcast? There's a podcast, I'm pretty sure. I either talked to him and it's out, or it may not be out yet. I don't even know where it is. See if we can find Josh's podcast. We can drop a link, and people can listen to that inside of the podcast there. But what an awesome next step. And yes, you are on your way to 100 members. And all you need is 100 people paying you $50 a month to make $60,000 a year and take total control of your life. That is absolutely amazing, dude. Proud of you, bro, for taking massive action. All right, guys, we have a few questions left here that I'm going to get to on today's program. We'll go a little bit more rapid fire for the rest of the thing, but I do want to bring back all of my announcements for today. The next issue, the September issue of the Membership Masters newsletter, goes on sale and will be printed and mailed next week. We will not have another member call before it goes live and is printed out. So this is your last live reminder to sign up for the Membership Masters newsletter. If you are not a subscriber to the Membership Masters newsletter, this is my paper newsletter. I've got one right here. I actually mail this to your door every single month. Every month kicks off with an article about what's working right now for membership marketing. And as you flip this open to the middle, you will find a calendar that will tell you exactly how to promote and market your membership every single day of the month. You literally just open this up and say, oh, September 4th, I need to write emails 2 and 3 of the sequence that Shane taught me in the article. But I'm not going to tell you what the article is because it's in the September issue, and you got to look that up. So check that out. If you want to subscribe, new members do get their first issue for free. You can get that over at membershipmasters.com. We can drop a link. There it is in the chat box right now. We'd love to have you sign up. It's $14.95 shipping and handling for that. So Isaac and Anna can get paid and save their money for all of their cool things they're saving their money for. And they roll up their sleeves. They got to get to work. And I put them in work. They print, they hole punch, they sticker, they envelope. We even take them to the post office, let them drop them in the mail. So it's an awesome process for our family business on our paper newsletter, Membership Masters. And people get absolutely enormous results. It will renew at $197 a month. That's the current price of the Membership Masters newsletter, but it easily pays for itself. If you have a membership of $25 a month, if you get 8 people from your first issue, it's free forever. And everything else is gravy on top of that. So check that out over at membershipmasters.com so that you can get your September issue of the Membership Masters newsletter today. Also, too, I want to remind everybody to sign up for the Flip Your Life Ambassador program so that you can become an affiliate and you can start earning up to 40% commission per month. That's not a one-time fee. Like if you sign up 10 people and it's $30 a month, you're going to be getting $300 a month as long as those people remain members of the Flip Your Life community. This is not an MLM. Somebody sent me a text a minute ago, said, is this an MLM? I said, no, there is no downlines or anything like that. It's just you bringing in your friends into the community so that they can also partake of what's happening in the online economy and they can go out. Most of you probably know people right now who may have lost their job because of the coronavirus, because of the pandemic. Maybe their business and job went away and they need their next thing. They need their next step. This is a great chance for them to get their feet wet in the community, to walk beside you on your journey and provide more accountability for all of us to get better. So we want to make sure and click that link. Everybody can sign up. It is free to sign up. Only members of the Flip Your Life community can sign up. So check that out, and you can sign up today. And also, one more thing, I'll grab this link myself since I've got it here. If you are ready to start building your membership, I want to drop our link to Kajabi. We are a Kajabi Gold partner. That means that we are all in on the Kajabi process and on the Kajabi platform. I went on a mission for 2 years to try to find the platform that was best for our members to start, build, and grow a membership side of their own. That would be affordable, that would handle everything they needed from marketing to product to membership to people to their website, everything. And we found Kajabi in 2019, and we have been all in ever since. We are switching our entire business over to Kajabi right now. That includes all of our education businesses, Membership Masters, Flip Your Life community. Everything is moving over to Kajabi. We believe in the product that much, and you can actually get 28 days free if you use that link that just appeared in your chat box. We've also got a link to that in the Flip Your Life community as well. All right, so I'm going to rock through the rest of these questions. This will be the last call for any success stories. If you've got any success stories that you want to share with us, go ahead and do that right now. If not, I'm going to kind of rapid fire and get as many questions in as I can. If I do not get your question answered, don't worry. That's why we have the Flip Your Life community forums. Okay, so you can post your question in the Flip Your Life community forums. And actually, I highly recommend everybody who comes to a member call, even if I answer your question, like take that question and post it in the forums right now today and get some more feedback, get some people in there, to, get a little bit more feedback, get a little more input. And I don't have a monopoly on all information, and the discussion is what makes us, our dreams possible. So make sure you're posting your questions in there as well. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. All right, my next question comes from Jeff. Jeff says, hey, Shane, I'm finishing my Chocolate School for Kids course this week and should have it ready to sell in September. That's next month. I'm thinking of offering it in 3 levels. Level 1, core curriculum only. Level 2, core plus training for a chocolate project. Level 3, core plus project plus month. Plus supplies and ingredients and kit. Do you think this is better than just offering 1 level? I do not. I actually think that the subscription box where you're going to send them the ingredients should be a separate product, kind of like I do for Membership Masters. And I think you have 1 level that has all your training, because what happens is every time you add something, you're confusing your customer more. Every time you add anything to your membership, every time you add a level, a tier, or whatever, then you're creating a moment of indecision on the sales page. And that means people will freeze, and that means people won't buy. Our membership is very simple. Hey, do you want to join the community? Everything's in here. Now, when you get to a certain point, we've got another product called the Membership Masters newsletter. Join that, sign up for that, but like this is totally separate. Like everything's in one place. Now the answer is only how much do you want to commit? Like, do you want a free trial? Do you want a quarterly, save some money? Do you want an annual? Like that's easy. Those are easy decisions, right? That's not stressful decisions, but it's stressful to know, well, which tier is good right for me? And I think I'm a beginner, but I'm kind of in the middle, and I just don't know what to do, right? So I would recommend 1 tier. All education goes in that tier. All community goes in that tier. All leadership goes in that tier. And then I would sell another product where they can sign up for your subscription box. It's a separate thing. It's an Ascension product, right? Teresa Perleyberg, who is an awesome member of the Flip Your Life community, can't remember her exact domain name right now. She's famous by now in the community of the lady that shears the sheep, right? But she does that. She has a membership where you can make the teddy bears, but then you can order the materials from her separately. And it's a great way to do that. Okay. All right. That was a great question, Jeff. Thank you so much for that question. Our next question comes from Josh. Let's see. Josh says, that one's very specific. I'm going to go with this other one. Our next question comes from Josh. Josh says, I'm struggling with my email autoresponder automation for webinar signups. Each time I run a webinar, I'm having to manually change the dates. Any advice of how to streamline the process? No, I mean, you have to change the dates. Like, you've got to set it back up every single time unless you're going to do it every Friday forever, right? You know, listen, this is something I've been talking to a lot about with our team and a lot of people that I mentor and even my friends and stuff. Listen, guys, quit looking for the most efficient way to do everything. Look for the most effective way to do everything. Like, you know, that's a barrier to entry, man. Like, it is hard. You can create a webinar and just change the dates every time and send it back out. That's fine, but it takes 30 minutes and you get to go out and create infinite income. Like, that's a barrier to entry that some people won't push past. Some tools are better than others about automation. You can set up multiple webinars. You can change the dates easier in them. But most tools, you've got to do a little work. There's a little manual labor to it. And that's what separates you from everyone else, Josh. That's why you're going to be a successful entrepreneur. And 80% of the people that try this will give up because they can't handle the little tedious task. And like, there are things that we've got to do, like do what doesn't scale. Like, you know what's funny? Anytime Jocelyn and I have ever taken a huge leap in our business, it's because we found something that was annoying and we did it anyway. Or it's we found something that didn't scale and we did it anyway, right? Or we found something that was hard to scale and we did it anyway. Who here has ever received a letter from me or Jocelyn? A postcard, a letter, a note, a happy birthday in the mail? Like, you actually got something in the mail, right? Like, whoever does that? Well, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, now we help each other do that. We have systems in place to make that more efficient. But man, when you do what doesn't scale, nobody can touch you. Nobody can compete with you. Nobody can be as consistent as you. Nobody can be as prolific as you. Nobody can be as relentless as you, because you're willing to say, man, you know what? Dang, I get to have a webinar and get new members, and all I have to do is change the dates. I get to sit here and watch Netflix and change the dates, right? Now, that doesn't mean don't find better tools. I'm not saying there's not a better tool that could do it better, but here's the deal. If all you had to do for the rest of your life was change dates and you added 20 members a week to your membership, wouldn't you do it? You know what I mean? And sometimes it's not like there's a great quote from Clockwork by Mike Michalowicz. Productivity is a lie. Being more productive still makes it's like I'm constantly on this thing for the best tool, the best automation, the best everything, takes your eye off the ball, right? It's like cruise control. Like, more people have wrecks at night on cruise control than people who are actually paying attention and pushing the gas, because you're paying attention, right? So this endless pursuit of productivity is not right. I'm endlessly in pursuit of what works. I'll roll up my sleeves and I will open my wallet for anything that works. And I think this is a case for that. Now, philosophically, you cannot do that. Like, we have a philosophy in our company where we just don't do webinars anymore unless we really, really want to. And we try to do, we actually are like, no, we're an email marketing company. We're going to try to get more emails as best we can with lead magnets, and then we're going to email people. And we are not going to do webinars unless it's really, really important. So if you don't like it, don't do it. Like, find another way to promote your business. But if webinars work, open your wallet, roll up your sleeves, and do whatever it takes to make them work. So I don't really have a tip here other than, like, don't complain about that. That's awesome. That's amazing that you can have webinars and all you got to do is change the dates. Like, when I started doing webinars back in the day, back in 2012, before the webinar jams of the world, see my gray hair? Let me get my old man on the lawn. Let me get off my lawn cap going here. Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying, buddy? But like back in my day, you had to make a web page and you had to embed a video and you had to figure out if it worked. And there wasn't Zooms. There was no Zooms back in my, there wasn't the Zooms back in my day, son. Couldn't get just, back in 2012 to just be able to change the dates, sir. Like, that was more pirate than old man, but I'm going with the analogy, right? Like, yeah, man. So I got no tip here other than suck it up, to have a webinar every week, and I want you to change the dates every week, and I want you to make that your cross that you bear to go get to 100 members, Josh, and it's going to happen. I love it. Okay. All right. End rant. I'm done with that one. All right. Next question comes from Jill. Jill says, oh, wait, hold on. This is more success story stuff. All right. Let's go to, all right. Got a question from Brooke here. Man, my nose is itching here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to scratch my nose without it making it look like I'm picking my nose, so that when this ends up on YouTube, it won't look silly. All right. Here we go. All right, our next question comes from Brooke. Brooke says, I have a membership offering resource for nurse students. I am thinking of starting an ambassador program, like an affiliate program, having 1 or 2 students from each school serving as an ambassador and getting a discount or free membership for promoting the memberships for other students they are attending classes with routinely. Any suggestion while getting this going or thoughts on what perks to offer them? I would position that as kind of like a certification, like they're a certified ambassador or something. Mine, I'm not going to do that, but you could, because nurses are like a professional thing. And then I would give them something like where they could almost like teach a class for those people. Like that one, you can really position where it's like, don't ask them like, hey, like 10 people come together to study for something, like, or maybe it's something that all nursing students would have to do, and your people are certified to do that. Like they've watched your course, they know how to lay it out, and it's basically like you teach them how to do a sales pitch. It's like an MLM pitch a little bit, but it's like joining your community, is, you know. So basically, you have to give them a mechanism. Okay, if you're creating a program like this for your people, how do you help those people get their people in the same place? And then how do you teach them how to pitch your membership? And then how do you make it really easy for them to sign up the people on the spot before they leave? I think that would probably work. Like those nurses are all studying together and they're all hanging out together because they're students, right? So you just have to create, I think a study environment would be good. Like like you could like that's how you teach them to do it. Like go create like a study group. All right. So nurse person who signs up for ambassador program, you're going to go out and recruit other people for our program so that you've got more people. So how about an official Brooks program study session, right? And you give them like, you facilitate that. So it's almost like you're teaching them how to have a nursing mastermind. So they could come in and you could have a program where they share wins, they share where they're struggling. They connect with someone who's also struggling there or can help them. And basically you're selling this as, hey, oh, and by the way, if you take this program, you'll even do better on your nursing stuff. And like help teaching them how to sell the thing is going to be a really big deal. For us, it's different because we're dealing with a lot of online marketers, online people. If I can just get them the link, I can handle the marketing. I can handle the email marketing because we're an email marketing company. That's what we do. So I can handle that. I can handle the sales funnel. But there might be ways that we could facilitate that as well. Like we could help ambassadors create masterminds, virtual masterminds. They go out and connect with people who want to start a mastermind. And then in the mastermind, they get them to join our community to have access to the bigger set of tools. So that's probably what I would do to set that up. I think that's a great idea. Brooke, you have an unfair advantage because your ambassador program gets to connect people in person. Whoa. And you know these people are going to school with these people, right? And if you can position it as a way where, hey, wouldn't it be amazing if you got extra money every month as the person? That's a way for them to pay their way through nursing school or whatever, you know? So I think that's a great idea. I think you can do it. Just facilitate them selling the product. That's the main thing, okay? All right, I've probably got time for like 2 more questions real quick. So I want to make sure and drop all those links again. Make sure you sign up for Membership Masters today. You can get your first issue for free, just $14.95 shipping and handling so that I can pay Isaac and Anna Joe to pack them for you. Drop that link back in the chat for us, guys. We will not have a member call before they ship for September. So I want to make sure and remind you guys one more time today, sign up today, get that. I promise you it is going to help you get and keep more members every month. It will pay for itself. All you need is a couple members, guys. If you got a membership that's $100 a month, if the first issue just gets you 2 members, it's going to pay for itself. If you got a membership that's $50 a month, you only need 4 members and it's going to pay for itself. And if you have $25 a month, that's 8 members. You do the math, but it can pay for itself the very first month that you subscribe. And then every month you will have me riding shotgun with you, telling you exactly how to promote your membership. Check that out over at membershipmasters.mykajabi.com or click the link that's in the chat box right now. Also, you can sign up for free for the ambassador program today. Hey, listen, there's no requirements right now. You don't even have to go out and share the link. You can just sign up for it and think about it and do it later. But if you've got any kind of audience, if you've got friends or family that you would love to have in the Flip Your Life community, we really want to grow the community in a grassroots way. So sign up for the affiliate program today. And of course, as always, if you want to check out the 28-day free trial to Kajabi. You can sign up for that as well. We would really appreciate it if you would use our affiliate link for that. We do get a small commission every month as long as you are a member. But it's really going to be beneficial to be on Kajabi going forward, because a lot of our trainings are going to be focused on how to get the most out of Kajabi every single month. And that link is in the box as well. If you're thinking about starting your membership or starting your website in the next 30 days, if you click that link, that affiliate link will work for 30 days as well. You can get a free trial. All right, rapid fire questions. Here we go. Paul says, where do you find the links once you signed up? Oh, it's in, you got to log in to the affiliate link. Put the support link there, Carrie. Reach out to Carrie, and Paul, she'll help you get your affiliate links so that you can start sharing that. All right, Louis says, I'm still deciding what to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Our next question comes from Louis. Louis asks, I'm still deciding what to do for a business. I'm leaning towards selling a product. Have you had success helping people sell a product? We sell products as a membership, Louis. That's inside the Flip Your Life community. We want you to put digital products inside of a membership area and then get people to pay month after month to watch them while you guide them through it, while they connect with each other and work through your products together. We do not do any physical products except for our print books and newsletters. That's what we do for that. So we do have some physical experience in that. But if this is e-commerce, that's not really what we do inside the Flip Your Life community. I do tell people straight up, don't sell courses. Courses are high energy, high stress, launch to launch, and it's really, really a difficult thing to build a business around. There's a lot of great success stories out there of people that built course businesses, but a membership business is going to create more stability for your family. All right, Jennifer asks, after taking a month off, I'm now back in the game. Welcome back, Jennifer. I've been invited to do a free community training through a local organization. They target low-income families. My topic will be saving money and time through meal planning. Do you think it's appropriate to redirect the viewers back to my website? I'm not sure if it's okay to promote my coaching program or free website sources to this community. Okay, so anytime that you are in front of someone else's audience, I don't care if it's a live event, a podcast, a community event like this, or anything, whoever owns the audience, you should ask permission to promote anything, okay? Usually people don't care if you send them back to your website, but if you're going to offer a free trial, if you're going to offer a lead magnet, if you're going to offer something to this audience, it's probably a good idea to ask for that. So this is a guesting question. Like if you're a guest on a podcast, you need to figure out what their rules are. I mean, they're allowing you to come in front of their audience that they own. Like, don't disrespect that, right? Like I would feel very disrespected if someone came on to the Membership Masters podcast or the Flip Lifestyle podcast and just totally went ham promoting and selling their stuff, right? That's not what the podcasts are for. Now, if they said, hey man, I got a new book coming out, you mind if I tell people about it? But no, man, go ahead. It's fine. So make sure you're getting permission from the audience, and that's how you always will know, or from the owner of the audience, and that's how you'll know if it's okay to do that. In 99.9% of the cases, it's going to be fine. They're going to allow you to do that, especially if you have value to offer. They're totally going to let you do that. So I would say in that case, ask the audience owner if it's okay to say, hey, I've got a free resource. Would it be okay if I tell your people about it? I got a URL they can go click on, and they can sign up for it and see what their rules are, and they will follow along. Okay. All right. And our last question for today comes from Elaine. Elaine says, okay, so I'm launching a free sugar detox challenge the first week of September. That's next month, based on our call earlier this month. Elaine was on the podcast. Then I offer a beta. Then I offer a beta to the people in that challenge, say $27 a month, cheaper than my normal $49 a month price, to get the weight loss membership launched and running. Then it's, oh, I see what you're saying. Then it's 2-week free trial to challengers from there on as game plan. Okay. So what she's asking is basically, here's the question. I'm going to summarize this. How do I do a beta launch? How do I do a beta launch? And then what do I do after the beta launch? So this is all about how to start a membership, how to launch a membership. All right. So yes, take your content, take your launch, and you're going to do a challenge. All right. So Elaine has chosen for her opt-in strategy to be a challenge. She has an audience on Facebook that she's going to show this to. So she's going to say, hey, join my X day challenge where I'm going to give you Y result. Okay. At the end of this thing. On the 5th day of the challenge, if it's a 5-day challenge, she's going to do a webinar where she's going to pitch her membership. She's going to say, hey, my membership is going to be $49 a month, but I'm going to let you in for $27 a month. If you want to be a beta member, I've got 20 beta spots available. Okay. Now we've got a beta launch. So you're going to open and close the beta launch, let them in at $27 a month, and now they're going to be good to go. Then the next month, you can do one of two things. You can have another beta group like this, or you can just go wide open and just be selling this every day, all the time, every month, and have a free, trial that's open all the time. Once you feel comfortable after the beta period, you don't have to pitch that beta price over and over again, Lane. You can just say, hey, welcome to my challenge. We do 5 days of challenge. At the end of the challenge, you say, hey, join for $1, join for free, something cheap. That price of least resistance is what we're looking for, and let them join, and then they'll renew 30 days later at $49 a month. That's perfectly okay. One thing I do tell people when they're launching or starting their membership is do not do more than 3 beta rounds, because there's some gray area there. Like, come on, you keep promising people there's only going to be a couple beta groups and you keep giving it to everybody, right? So there's kind of an ethical thing there. I don't know what the actual number is. Is it 2 groups? Is it 5 groups? Is it whatever? It's like some video games are in beta 5 years later. Like, that's not really beta, right? So make sure that you figure out if you're going to do 2 or 3 and then cut them off. But then, from then on, do a challenge every month and let people in on the free trial at the end of the challenge, and get them to the next step, and you'll be all right. Okay. All right, guys, great member call today. Thank you so much for sharing all of your successes, asking amazing questions. I am just here, and I just show up, and you guys make every one of these member calls absolutely amazing. The chat room was absolutely on fire today, and I'm really proud of you guys for how you rally around each other, support each other, celebrate each other's wins, and help each other find answers so that we can all take the next steps toward building amazing online businesses and change our family's future here in the Flip Your Life community. Want to make sure you remember to sign up for Membership Masters. Don't wait. Click the link right now. You can get your first issue for free. It's $14.95. It renews at $197 a month. But if you get 2, 3, 4, 5 members in the first month of your subscription with that free issue, you can use that to go out and promote your membership. You're going to be able to pay for it. It's going to pay for itself month after month, year after year over at membershipmasters.mykajabi.com. Make sure you sign up for the exclusive Flip Your Life community member only offer of becoming a Flip Your Life ambassador. We would love to share in the growth of the Flip Your Life community. You can become an affiliate in the ambassador program for the Flip Your Life community, and you can get up to 40% right now. Now, all terms are subject to change, but these beta members of the affiliate program, you're coming in right now, it's 40% right now. That's up to $30 a month for every member that you sign up, and you get that every single month for as long as they are a member over in the Flip Your Life community. Make sure that you're telling other people about our mission to help them free their family with a job they love through making money online. That's what it's all about. And if you are planning on launching your membership in the next 2 weeks, and you're looking on where am I going to host this? Where's the platform? How am I going to email people? What am I going to do? We would love for you to sign up with our partner link over at Kajabi. We are a official Kajabi Gold partner. As of last week, we became a Gold partner, and we are on our way to the next level. We love Kajabi. We are all in on the Kajabi platform. We think it's the easiest way for anyone to start, build, and grow a membership site or any online business revolved around information products. And we think it's an awesome thing. So check that out. Click on that Kajabi link and sign up. And until next time, I will definitely see you in the forums. We'll see you. Keep asking great questions. Hey, we were looking at data today, and we saw 70% of people go to the forums that are signed up for the Flip Your Life community. That's awesome. But only 51% have actually made a post. There's been a lot of people have replied to posts. But we got some lurkers. Half y'all you're lurking. I know you're lurking. I'm looking at you right in the camera. I'm looking at the little red dot by the hole that says it's a camera. And I know I'm talking to you, lurkers. So we don't want you to be a lurker. This is a safe place for you to go out and ask questions, for you to hang out. So go and start a post, start a question, start something, celebrate something, make an action plan. Be in the Flip Your Life community forums if you want to get the maximum benefit out of the Flip Your Life community. And another thing we're really proud of too is, over time, every one of our posts gets an average of 5 replies. That's a community rallying around people, right? Like every time someone posts, 4 to 5 people jump in and give it a good reply. I know we have a really active community. We want to keep those forums going. And that's where you get to have a Q&A like this every single day. is inside the Flip Your Life Community Forum. So check that out. Hope you take advantage of one of those special offers that we posted today. Cannot wait to see what you do with this ambassador program. I cannot wait till I have to send out the first payments next month. So you want to make sure that you are promoting this. We're also going to be working on some new funnels for you guys to really take that to the next level. I know right now it's really bare bones and it's just order forms with some text, right? But, we're hoping that we can grassroots this. You can go out and tell some people about it. They'll sign up for it. And when we get all those in there, we're going to have a lot more resources for you going forward as we flesh out this program. But until next time, I want you to do of anything else I've told you to do today. I want you to get out there and take action. If you don't take action, it doesn't happen. Roll up your sleeves, open your wallet, invest in your business, and invest in your family's future, and you'll flip your life. We'll see you then. Bye.